Hey guys, Mosa here, and today I'm bringing you my Week 13 Sunday football predictions. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Now, starting it off with the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. I got the Steelers winning 29-13. I think that Russell Wilson and the Steelers will definitely get the better over the Cincinnati Bengals and their defense, but both their offense and defense are going to be on a really downturn for the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't think Joe Burrow is going to do as much. Forgot the running back Chase Brown, also T Higgins and Jamar Chase will all be on a downturn for the Bengals, and I think the Steelers will definitely come out on top. Now, moving on to the Arizona Cardinals versus the Minnesota Vikings. I got the Cardinals losing this 28-24. I think that Arizona is going to continue their losing streak. And honestly, the Minnesota Vikings are going to get back on their winning ways to try and at least challenge somehow the Detroit Lions. Honestly, they're still a game behind if I'm not mistaken. Otherwise, it would be Green Bay. But besides the point, I think that still we're definitely seeing a very good team coming out of Minnesota, but they're just not that good as their record says. Honestly, Sam Darnold's been pretty good for the start of the year, specifically the time when they were undefeated, but still, he's not that quarterback. He's not the future, but still. In the end, the Cardinals will still be defeated by the Vikings. Now on to the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Atlanta Falcons, and I got the Falcons winning 25-23. I think that Justin Herbert will be making a few mistakes, which will cost the Atlanta Falcons to win this game and continue their lead in the NFC South. Now, when it comes down to it, the Chargers are a good team, but I think they're going to choke, and that's what's going to be the reason for their loss. Not that they, in general, have, honestly, they're facing off against the Falcons. The Falcons aren't as good of a team as everyone would hope. But in the end, when it comes down to it, the Chargers are going to choke just like they always do. Now, moving on to the Houston Texans versus the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I got the Texans winning 18-14. This is going to be a close game. I think that Houston has been really bad for the past few weeks. Like, they've not been the team that they were last year or at the beginning of the year. But I'm thinking that Houston's going to still win this, even though it's going to be a close game. I think Jacksonville's just going to get better and better and better, but obviously still a top 5, top 10 draft pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're still a horrible team, but they'll at least keep the game respectable rather than just getting shut out every week. Now on to the New England Patriots versus the Indianapolis Colts, and I've got the Colts winning 20-19. Honestly, they're both bottom to mid-tier franchises, at least this year. More the Patriots being the bottom tier, while the Colts are more in the middle of the pack. In the end, we're going to be seeing both of these teams out of the playoffs. We're going to be seeing this as a close game, and I think that it will be a blocked extra point that really comes up clutch for the Indianapolis Colts to get the win. And honestly, this is going to have an onside kick recovered by the Colts right after that to kneel down. Game over. I'm just saying this Colts team is going to have a fun time against the New England Patriots. Now, moving on to the Tennessee Titans versus the Washington Commanders. I got the Commanders winning 23-10. Honestly, Washington has not been doing that well since I think it was a Thursday night game against the Eagles. I think that's their first loss. They lost the Steelers. They lost the Eagles. They've been losing. And honestly, this is where they get their comeback and start trying to get back into the race for the division title. Although it is going to be hard. Still, I think that the Tennessee Titans are also out of the playoffs no matter what they do. This team, honestly, just prepare for the future because this year is not your year, while Washington, you're either going to be in the playoffs as a wild card or as a division champions. Now on to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Carolina Panthers, and I got the Bucs winning 15-13. Honestly, the Panthers are doing well. Even though I'm thinking they're going to lose, they've been doing well. Honestly, Bryce Young has been doing well. And honestly, this is what I've been saying. Like, you don't start a quarterback straight out the bat, even if he's pro ready, if he's ready for the NFL or anything like that. Bench him, and have him learn. This is what Bryce Young did, and look what happened now. He's honestly doing relatively decent. He nearly got a win over the Kansas City Chiefs. Nearly. Obviously, the defense also has a role to play in that loss, but still, the Panthers are doing pretty well. The Bucks are still going to win. They're still going to be trying to get that division title away from Atlanta. But in the end, this is a very good start for Bryce Young's second year, and potentially maybe we'll be seeing a different Bryce Young in 2025. Now on to the Los Angeles Rams versus the New Orleans Saints. And I got the Rams winning 20-17. Honestly, this is a rematch of that NFC title game between the Rams and Saints. Honestly, I probably just angered a bunch of Saints fans by just saying that alone. But still, it's going to be a very good game. Matthew Stafford's going to get 2 touchdowns on the day. And honestly, we're going to be seeing a little bit of Spencer Rattler. I think that we're going to be seeing a little bit of him because I think we're going to be seeing, unfortunately, quarterback Derek Carr go down with injury, and in comes Spencer Rattler. So, other than that, honestly, it's going to be a very close game regardless. So, I'm thinking that it's going to be a game-sealing interception by, depending on if Carr continues playing in the game, or whether it is him or Spencer Rattler coming in for an injured Derek Carr. I still think they're going to throw a game-sealing interception, and the Rams take the win. Now, on to the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Baltimore Ravens. We're going to have a 34-31 win for the Ravens. I think that it's going to be a very close matchup. We're going to be seeing a shootout. We're going to be seeing A.J. Brown, Zay Flowers, and honestly, all those guys in the backfield. We're going to be seeing a Lamar Jackson touchdown run. So, yeah, I'm thinking all of this will happen. The defense is nowhere to be found. In the end, it's going to be a very tough game for Philly and Baltimore. In the end, the Baltimore Ravens will be victorious due to their defense coming up clutch. Yes, I said the defense weren't going to do much, but the defense of the Ravens will do what they need to do in order to get a 3-and-out or a 4-and-out, because obviously the Eagles want to win, and in the final 2 minutes, they're going to go for 4th downs, most likely, unless they can get the field goal. In the end, I see them getting the stop, and then game over, Ravens win. Now, that was it for this video. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Tweet me any video ideas. Also, tell me down in the comments below, who do you think is going to win this week out of all of these games, and who do you think is going to lose? Tell me down in the comments below. Now, like this video if you liked it, subscribe, and hit the notification if you want more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.